one side is actually coalescing behind their candidate and the other side doesn't really have one.
Yeah. Well, again, because the only other people are just narcissistic maniacs.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Like it's Andrew Cuomo in his iron mask posting a silent video where he helps somebody jump their car.
Okay. You sent me this information, actually, that like car ownership in New York City almost perfectly predicts whether you voted Zohran or Cuomo.
Yeah. It was a great article in, I want to say Jalopnik.
Yeah.
I want to say, yeah. And like it is, and I think owning a car in New York is like a pretty good, it was by the homie Amber De Silva. Amber De Silva, shout out Amber. But
yeah, and she was with the ski dude. Go on.
With the ski dude. Fuck. But car ownership basically in New York City is like, are you a person that exists in the world with everybody else, or do you own a car? Because like, do you get around on public transit and have to interact with your neighbors? Or are you like in a little box getting around and everyone's your enemy? And it also lines up pretty well with like a lot of economic status stuff because it's very expensive to have a car in New York and transit is fairly affordable. So like, yeah, and it's just so funny for like, and there was this whole stuff during the primary where Cuomo like basically refused to campaign, right? And so much of it was like him getting in and out of his car. And then there's a video a while ago that they caught him like leaving an event and he makes a right on a red light to get away from everybody, which is a thing you can do in the suburbs, but not in the limits of New York City, which is so funny.
Doing the like 3 beers thing from Inglourious Bastards, but for identifying yourself as not being a New Yorker.
I mean, essentially, they tried to do a Zohran-esque video for his launch. I don't know if you all saw this.
Oh, it was so good. It was so awesome.
Because he's standing there and he's like, hello, people of New York, I love you, and I am coming to your house. I am ready to interact with you. And then like blood starts coming out of his eyeball.
Oh my God, he's the Rory Stewart of New York City mayoral races. Yeah. He's going to visit you in your house and be weird.
New York, I am ready to appear in your mirror.
Like actually fucking yeah. Like he says like, oh, I wasn't out there enough and I'm going to be out there earning your vote. And then like there was like a there was like a puff piece about the launch in like New York Magazine, and it mentioned in it that like during the filming of that ad, he helped somebody jump their car, I guess, because he loves cars so much. And then he posted on, I guess, Threads a wordless video of him helping somebody jump their car. And then he goes to like shake the guy's hand in like a normal video. This is like you see Zohran like dapping up random people on the street constantly. And Cuomo tries to like shake the guy's hand, and it just like it's just this wiggly fucking dead fish like slap. He just kind of like slaps the guy's hand, and they like somebody zoomed in on it, and it's just the most deranged. Like you've never touched a person before that's like that wants to be touched by you and is not rich or connected, right? Like it's
it's the Italian handshake.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's like in all of the videos he had, and I have a lot of that article, by the way, to sort of go through at the end. In all of the videos that he does where he talks, especially after he's lost and he's trying to imitate like what he thinks Zohran did, which is be good on camera. Yeah. He's talking like he's going to go to your house and be like, I can clean your garage. Can I do some raking?
Yeah, but it's so obvious that he's just not like the whole thing about like it is the fundamental sort of friction between like the New York City governor and the New York City mayor, right? The issue is generally the mayor is somebody who is from here or lives here and likes the city, even if they have like different ideas for like what like that's why like these Republican like millionaires that run for office, like John Katzimatidis like 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whatever it was, like they don't like living here. They don't live here all the time. Like they are not New Yorkers, and you can tell. Whereas like the whole thing with Zohran's campaign, like aside from like his policies being attractive to people, is that you watch him and it's so obvious that he likes to be here and like likes like street culture and likes neighbors, and he walks around the city and interacts like a person, and Cuomo just straight up doesn't. He doesn't like the city. He never did, because as governor you're not supposed to, and also he hasn't lived here for a long fucking time, and he doesn't know, like we can just tell if you don't know how to interact, like any big city, right? You can just tell if someone's not fucking from here. And that was a really crucial thing is actually my wife, the food writer Jaya Saxena, pointed this out to me, is that Andrew Cuomo, he was asked in an interview with the New York Times what his bodega order was, and he said
what is a bodega? I've never encountered one of these.
He said a bacon, cheese, and egg. which is like the dumb. The thing is, like, it rolls off the tongue. You say bacon, egg, and cheese when you're at the fucking deli, right? Like, and even people not from here know that now. But it's like it is a thing. It's just like it is the holding up the three fingers thing. And what Jai figured out is that it's alphabetical, and it is how most fast food places list that sandwich.
One egged bacon, please.
And also he says, like, but I try not to eat the bacon, which also implies that he gets a pre-made sandwich fucking somewhere like a Starbucks. Whereas like at any deli in New York City, you just order what you fucking want. He also gets on an English muffin, which is like most delis don't have those.
But fucking Starbucks always do.
But Starbucks
That's
has
common
a
takeaway.
Bacon, cheese, and egg fucking English muffin sandwich. They do. Yeah.
Do you remember when Sean Bailey was running for mayor of London on the Conservative ticket, and he went and campaigned somewhere that wasn't in London, but he like thought it was? It was like somewhere just outside London, like in like the suburbs, but it was like not eligible to vote in the London mayor. It wasn't like Uxbridge, but it was like somewhere like, I think Uxbridge is technically in London just about, but there was like somewhere he went and it was like not in London, and he was like going around shaking hands and stuff, and it was like, none of these people are eligible to vote for you. They do not live in the city.
It's like it's got 100%. He's pulling 100% in Gatwick.
Yeah, that's right. Very, very popular in Potter's Bar.
Yeah. And the thing is, Bill Ackman, he treats everything like an investment, like an activist investment campaign. And so he decided he wanted to pick his winner for the New York City mayoral race. So he said, after meeting with both for an hour on Tuesday, my choice is clear. It was abundantly clear in Cuomo's body language, his subdued energy, and his proposals to beat Mamdani that he is not up for the fight. Mayor Adams is ready to go to battle, guns blazing with enormous energy and clarity on why Mamdani and his communist, we must seize the means of production, and anti-NYPD policies would be catastrophic for New York City. Adams is a great campaigner who can lead the grassroots effort needed to defeat Mamdani. And as mayor, he has a great platform to tell his story.
The story, by the way, won't make any sense. Just free so you know
it will begin in Istanbul.
Something as simple as a crack pipe is what he's
Popular
going to
knapsack with many different locations. That was Pavlovian. That was just,
It was just there. So Bill Ackman, however, also said, Eric's first term, I have to acknowledge, has not been without flaws. He relied too
much on the Turkish intelligence service.
Eric Adams' first term has developed not necessarily to our advantage.
In particular, he relied too much on friends of Adams to staff his administration. However, when one looks at his record in totality, it's very strong. For example, on affordability. Because affordability is the main thing that everyone's talking about, except for Sliwa, of course.
Eric Adams, by the way, approval rating of about 20% at the moment.
Better than Keir Starmer.
Wow.
Which is very funny.
That is quite funny.
You know, Istanbul is always the first stop.
That's right.
Maybe Keir should start doing that.
Yeah, he would take bribes from the Turkish government.
Yeah, I reckon that could work. I mean, in London, that could work.
Actually,
big Turkish community.
That's
Maybe
right.
they'd be on board.
To vote for him for mayor. But it's all talking about affordability, right? Zohran was like, hey, we should do something about affordability, and then said, here's what we're going to do about affordability. Whereas Adams and Cuomo have to be like, we're going to do something around you're going to say a lot of words about affordability, but we're not really, we're going to sort of say this is all other stuff. Again, Curtis Sliwa's view on affordability is just to like arm every white New Yorker, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Curtis Sliwa's dream for New York is like a Bernie Getz in every driveway. Like that's all he has, and also a cat in every home.
Yeah,
he loves cats. He loves cats so much.
He's such a funny person.
He's a real
contains
character.
multitudes.
The Adams administration has taken a significant step with rezoning and in its City of Yes legislation to set the stage for the development of more than 130,000 units of affordable housing. Yeah. Adams also has the confidence of and this is my favorite sentence here, on the affordability, the housing affordability part, says, Adams has the confidence of the New York City real estate community.
Oh, good. I mean, that's an important caucus, I guess.
Yeah.
People of real estate.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like the one thing is like the only united front are like the CEOs and the billionaires who live here or, live here 49% of the time, who are like obsessed with killing the candidacy of Zohran. Like there was, the Zohran met with them yesterday, I think, like the Partnership for New York, which is like all the CEOs. And he got in big trouble because he wouldn't commit to keeping Commissioner Jessica Tisch as the police commissioner. And when her dad, Jim Tisch, the billionaire, stood up to demand his daughter remain police commissioner, Zohran did not recognize him, and all the CEOs got mad.
I remember I saw some journalists writing this up as like bad meeting for Zohran, and it's like no, bad meeting for you guys. Surely, if you're standing up to be like, sir, please don't fire my daughter, and you're like, and the guy's like, huh?
Who's your daughter?
How can you not recognize Jim Tish? He's 1/3 of Badum Tish, right? You know when someone makes a joke at a vaudeville show, he's the guy who invented that. That's why he's a billionaire.
He gets $1 for every rim shot.
That's right.
That's pretty good. And it's just so funny for Ackman to be like, I'm not buying the election. What are you talking about? And then a room full of like 300 billionaires just being like, well, we're buying the election, right, boys?
Yeah, no, Ackman's not buying the election.
No.
We're buying the election so my daughter can stay in her do-nothing job.
That's right.
God, how many jobs in New York are do-nothing? I swear to God.
Police commissioner.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.